According to records, this was a youth correctional facility until 1962, when the estate was overtaken by an obscure Soviet research fund, the Institute for Human Betterment.
Looks deserted.
The place was abandoned after a fire in '89. Then, only a few weeks ago, it was acquired by an anonymous investor using cryptocurrency. It has to be Lucas Gray.
He's here.
Be careful, 47. The breadcrumbs are almost too easy to follow. It could be a trap.
Not a trap. An invitation.
You came home. I knew you would. You've come a long way, 47. And even now, you don't remember.
This place.
This was our prison, where Father trained us, shaped us into killers for Providence. Now, you don't remember. They ripped it out of you, wiped it away, but I do. I remember everything.
You're a terrorist with nothing to lose. You'd say anything.
I know, it's difficult. You never miss your mark or question your function, but we made a pact. You and I. Do this, and we both lose.
There was an incident. That boy, he died.
He lived. Because of you. Don't you remember his name? You know this. Deep down, you know. What was his name?
Subject 6. Your name is Subject 6.
And what is our purpose?
To take them all down.
ايه يا جدعان ده؟ لا، هي قصة مختلفة تماما عن الأجزاء القصة المعروفة، لأن القصة المعروفة يعني اسمحوا لي أحرقها لكم باختصار، إن في هيئة سرية بتنتج زي ما تقول إيه، بيلعبوا في الصفات الوراثية، بيخلقوا جيل معين عشان يطلعوا في الاخر على انهم بايو ويبن او اسلحة بيولوجية، وده واحد منهم اللي هو مستر 47. ليه هم مسمينه ال 47 بقى؟ ده بقى اللي لعب الالعاب الكلاسيك هيعرفها، ان عدد الكروموسومات في الجيل بتاعه ده 47 كروموسوم. علشان كده هم مسمين الفصيل ده 47 العميل 47. فلا، هي قصة مختلفة. طيب تعالى نشوف الموضوع هيحصل فيه ايه، هيستمر على ايه. يلا بينا.
We were gonna tear it all down. The Institute, Providence, everyone who'd ever hurt us. We failed. The partners grew paranoid, made sure that Ortmeyer's children would never challenge them again. I'm the only one who got away unchanged. The only one left who remembers.
Ortmeyer was Providence.
Everything he did to us, everything he made us do, it all leads back to them.
I'm breaking more rules than I care to count, Mr. Gray. What's your play?
The partners hide behind a cloak of anonymity. Only one man knows their true identities. Your client, the top controller, the one they call the Constant. He is the key.
But he is untraceable. So what am I missing?
A man would come to the Institute. A man with a Providence pin. The first Constant. If we find him, if he's still alive, he's our way in.
You don't know who he is, but 47 does. That's what this reunion is all about.
Show them.
You're just gonna hand it over. Our one bargaining chip.
Olivia.
Fine. 47's memory was erased, irreversibly at the time. But after Ortmeyer's death, his estate was acquired by the Ether Corporation. And they made an antidote.
It's a long shot, I know.
This is not how it works. We don't just join the revolution. ICA is neutral. We don't take sides.
I hate to break it to you, lady, but neutrality is a side. It's the side of the status quo.
People have died. Civilians. You align yourself with terrorists, murderers.
Sometimes even monsters serve a purpose.
Look.
Enough. You have a choice. But I made mine a long time ago. I will finish what I started.
Subject 47. Most gifted of all my boys.
So you're the pick of the litter. Tell me about the incident.
The subject ran away. He and another boy. The instigator was punished accordingly.
As were all the neighbors.
My men did what needed to be done.
It won't happen again. Bring your house in order, Doctor. You won't like the alternative.
I remember who he is.
Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master. A KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka, Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the Constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right. So here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real Shadow client.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia, once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field.
اوكي. المرحلة دي شكلها هتبقى انترستنج جدا. ده وده يغوروا في داهية وهنجمع شوية معلومات، فالموضوع هيبقى أصعب شوية. ماشي، نيجي لموضوع التخطيط. ما أعتقدش إن إحنا نحتاج نهرب حاجة، لأن الموضوع أعتقد مفتوح. السلاح هو بدلة. هات الافندي ده، مش قضية. ده الشنطة دي، الكونتينرز دي دايما بيبقى فيها السنايبر، بس احنا ما اعتقدش ان هيحتاج سنايبر، مش عارف. ممكن اختار المتفجرات، والفايبر ده انا ما بستعملوش الحقيقة، ف خلينا باريزة. المكان اللي هننطلق منه سيبه زي ما هو، مش قضية دلوقتي. يلا بينا بروفيشنال.
Whittleton Creek, Vermont. On the surface, a picture-perfect suburban dream. Wide roads, golden maple trees and verdant lawns. Most residents here are white-collar professionals, ranging from university staff to government employees.
Most, but not all. Janus's unpresuming home is protected by a host of bodyguards, and intel shows that the fragile former constant rarely leaves the property.
Nolan Cassidy, on the other hand, roams the neighborhood streets. A recent arrival, the dutiful Providence Herald is busy making threat assessments and settling in with his security team.
Now remember, this is about more than just revenge. Janus is the key to bring down Providence. So get in there and find us a lead.
Good luck, 47.
اوكي ماشي. يا ترى ايه الموضوع؟ find clue, eliminate. اوكي
47. I've marked your map with several points of interest. We're running this mission with very little upfront intel, but these locations could provide clues to help you obtain the information we need. Good luck.
ده ماشي. الافندو ده اول هدف، طبعا معاه الحراسة الخاصة بتاعته، مش هقدر اكلمه دلوقتي. ماشي. على
what a great looking hat.
Oh, hello there. I'm Charles Blake, chairman of the Homeowners Association. I'm running for a seat in the next election. I don't believe we've met, Mr.
I'm not from around here.
Ah, I see. Not a registered voter, then.
I don't much care for politics.
I like your honesty.
Have a flyer. Read more about Charles Blake III and his
I don't care about politics
platform.
either. Have a nice day.
يخرب بيت دقلو امك. طيب عشان بس ايه.
All right, Aiden, I'm heading off on my tour now. Now make sure you hand out a lot of those flyers, all right? And by a lot, I mean all of them. Got it?
I'll do my best, Mr. Blake. Knock him dead.
Oh, don't you worry. I practically own this town. Everyone here loves me. I'll be back later.
جاهز الواد ده ممكن اخد منه حاجة.
Excuse me, sir. Are you a registered voter? I'd love to tell you about a new candidate who might just change your life. Yes, sir. A total game changer here.
I'm listening.
Wonderful. Oh, well, I'm sure you're aware that voting season is upon us again. And if you're anything like me, a recent immigrant to this fine country, the candidates this time around just aren't very, savoury. But we have a man here today who's about to change all that.
I don't care much for politics.
That is exactly why Blake is out ringing doorbells today. He has no stakes in Washington. No connections to the establishment. No allies hidden away in lawless groups that pull the strings around the world. He's just a common man who decided that he wouldn't take it anymore. He's here to clean up, to give you exactly what you want and to make sure the government doesn't stick its nose into
انا
everything.
بسمعه جايز اخد منه معلومة معينة.
How is he going to achieve all that?
By imposing restrictions and pushing crippling laws that will bind legislators to their desks for decades. His approach is simple. Give every one of those Washington-based desk jockeys so much work they simply won't have time to enforce the existing laws. And then, while they're busy looking through their fat law books, use his executive powers to undo the existing laws. It's a radical approach, sure, but quite effective.
And this Blake character, he's out here now, ringing doorbells?
Sure is. Why'd you ask?
No reason.
Good on you. Be sure to vote come election day. And feel free to spread the word about Charles Blake III. Vote for Blake at the upcoming elections.
ماشي شكرا. مفك.
Here's a flyer. Mr. Blake has many important initiatives to share.
طيب.
Do I know him? The world. Vote Blake.
Hey, you guys haven't been poking around the frog habitat behind the house, have you?
No.
Oh, okay, great. It's just that, well, I saw one of those security people from Mr. Janice's house, and I'm pretty sure he was burying something back there. I just figured since you guys seem to be, working together.
أنا آسف أنا آسف.
Oh, okay, great. It's just that,
ينفع أقعد معاكم شوية؟ ألعب هنا مثلا.
Decorations across all the houses in Whittlesey Creek.
ده واحد من البوليس ممكن أستفيد منه.
Giving out a lot of warnings today, though, let me tell you.
في حد جوه هنا؟ المكان هنا ما فيش حاجة. محتاجين نجمع معلومات اكتر عشان نعرف بس امتى نهجم وامتى
That is Nolan Cassidy, former Secret Service agent and current Providence Herald. Cassidy is assigned to protect Janus.
ماشي احنا ممكن نحط المتفجرات البطة ماشي واول ما يعدي جنبيها هروح ايه مدمرين. طيب ده بالنسبة ده لو هيعدي من هنا فنخليها فيما بعد يعني فيما بعد. هنا بيعمل ايه؟ ما اعتقدش ان في حاجة يعني.
I have to tell you, these are the best muffins I ever had. I'm supposed to meet a client for a house showing today, but I can't stop eating.
Maybe you know him, Mr. Nolan Cassidy? Can't say that I do. Well, he's interested in the Schmidt house.
A realtor with a taste for the sweet things in life is in Whittleton Creek to show a house to Nolan Cassidy. It looks like he's stuck at a local muffin stand at the moment. It would be a shame to keep Cassidy waiting, wouldn't it?
طيب.
The road. You know, the one that police shut down after the, well, incident?
I'm not really from around here, senor. I don't know anything about that.
I see. Well, never mind. He can wait a little longer.
As a sir.
I just squeeze a couple more of these beauties down.
بس قبل أبقى الأخ ده لازم يكون معايا حاجة هستعملها جوه الكيكة. ده شيء مؤكد يعني. اوكي في واحد ممكن بس نشوف الأول بس ايه الدنيا. العربية دي فيها ايه؟ مفيش. مقفول. هو الكومباوند ده اسمه ايه؟ زي ايه؟ ويلتون كريك. طيب ماشي. لا حلو الشارع ده. طيب تعال نشوف الموضوع ده عشان جايز يكون. طب انا معايا سم فعلا؟ لا مش معايا. احصل على السم ازاي؟ طيب ما اعتقدش ان في حد هنا، فاحنا ممكن نغتاله من غير ما حد ما يعرف. طيب بس انا بحاول اشوف اي ثغرة اقدر ابتدي منها، بس انا حاليا ما معيش تولز كافية غير حتة كيكة، شاكوش، الريموت اللي بيفجر البطة، انا حطيت البطة في حتة وانا لسه، باريزة ومسدس. طيب عندك مثلا الجراج ده في الكنترول بتاعه هنا لو انا معايا مفك، بس انا لسه عايز استشف الموضوع، بس ايه المفروض اعمله، اروح فين، لان المكان ضخم زي ما انتوا ملاحظين يعني، المكان ضخم. طيب
So Janus has an appointment with a male nurse every Saturday. He's down feeding the birds by the creek at the moment.
He gets into some pretty personal stuff with you. Well, he shared his opinion on Janice. Let's just say it's not exactly...
disguised as a nurse.
You know what I like about you guys?
ايه ده؟ عتلة قشطة.
I mean, I'm just trying
أضرب
to help
جرس؟
him, and he's behaving like a...
No way.
شوف كده. يلا. قشطة أوي.
Sir, I will have to pat you down if you want to come through. Security measures.
من ده كله ممكن يعدي ما عدا السلاح. مش قضية. اوكي تعالى نحط البتاع هنا. ماشي تعالى نحط مفيش حاجة. بعدين بقى.
Listen, sir, there's no drama. I just need to check your pockets if you want to pass.
طيب يلا.
Just relax. You'll be on your way in a sec.
حاضر.
Thank you.
New guy, huh?
The regular guy is indisposed. I'm here to take care of Mr. Janus.
All right. Just ring the doorbell. Someone will be with you in a moment.
مش عارف اقول لك ايه.
Who are you?
What's shoes?
He's
Function
not
over
well.
fashion, I guess.
Hopefully it's something serious. I wouldn't mind if Lafayette was replaced permanently. He's an insufferable bore with a room temperature IQ. But if you're the new guy, you'll need to be on time. I have a busy schedule, you know. You have a very distinct face, my friend. Eastern European, am I right? But more than that, a refined mix of cultures. You look almost like an artist's rendering of the perfect man. I knew a man once, a doctor. He would have found you quite interesting, I think.
اعمل فيه ايه بقى؟
So, back to this thing. I'll just spend a few minutes with the inhaler to fill my system with as much oxygen as possible before we proceed to the bathroom for the health check itself.
Well, while Mr. Janus fills his lungs, I'd like a quick word with you. Please, come with me.
ماشي. عبال ما يجهز هو فهو عايز يكلمني. حاضر. ربنا يستر.
All right, new guy. I know this looks like a relaxed operation, but I run a tight ship. Nobody gets alone time with Janus unless I know them, and I don't know you. So here's what I'll do. I'm going downstairs to run a security check on you. It should only be a few minutes. In the meantime, you wait in the study. We'll lock the doors and my men will make sure you don't accidentally wander off. I'm sure you understand. Please, wait in there.
حاضر.
47, you have to find a way out of there. I can't possibly construct a viable ID for you in time. I'll have Miss Hall remotely interfere with their search, but we can't keep it up for long.
يا حلاوة. ماشي. ماشي.
Well, that was certainly an interesting turn of events. Still, no rest for the wicked, 47. You could probably slip back inside and give Janus his health check while his bodyguard is busy. Just be mindful of the patrolling guards.